Yay! Puppies, puppies, puppies! Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kathie J Show. I hope you're having a good, getting ready for the holiday weekend. In the holiday weekend so far, I hope it's good for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this half hour, because we got puppies, and we need people to help us with the puppies. I also want to say we got a YouTube channel, everybody, Kathie J. If you could just go there this weekend and click and like it and subscribe, I would sure appreciate it. And there's a web page as well, KathieJShow.com. Viewer email access is right there so you can talk to us. All right, everybody, let's get to the puppies. Today we're going to talk about an organization that transforms lives, period. They partner people with custom trained assistant dogs. Please welcome to the show Erin Conley, the Director of Communications for Freedom Service Dogs. Hey, Erin.
Hi.
Long overdue. I'm glad you're finally here on the couch.
Yes, thank you for having us.
I thank you for being here. I love Freedom Service Dogs. I'm a lifelong fan of yours, ally. So who did you bring with us today?
This is Tamale.
Hello, cute little hi, pretty Tamale. Hi, pretty Tamale.
She's about 6 months.
She's
Labrador
beautiful.
Retriever.
Oh.
And she's, on the path to hopefully someday become a service dog.
Oh no, we've already said she definitely has the right demeanor for sure. So tell me, what does Freedom Service Dogs do?
So we transform lives by providing custom trained assistance dogs to people with a variety of disabilities, and we do that totally free of charge.
Wow. So who gets to receive the dogs? Is it vets or other people as well?
We serve veterans, children with autism and other neurocognitive disabilities, and then people with a variety of physical disabilities as well.
Yeah, totally. And you have puppies coming in, but not as many as the people on the waiting list. How many are on the waiting list?
So we have 90 people on our waiting list at any given time, and that means they've gone through the application process, they've been approved to receive a service dog from us, and now they're waiting.
Yes. And they don't, and so then your job then is we have 10 dogs in a training class right now, and then how do you know what dog goes to who on the list?
It's tough. It's kind of like putting a puzzle together.
It's got to be, right? Because dogs are just as unique as the people they're going to.
Exactly.
Okay, so you have the big list, and then you just start talking to the trainers and stuff?
We're looking at the characteristics of the dog, the personality, and then we're looking at what each individual person needs and what their disabilities need, how we could best serve them, and then making those matches that we think would work out, and then we have them come in for a match meeting. We see how it goes, and if it feels like a fit, then we get them scheduled to come in for a training class and go from there.
Okay, and that's when they go to the second stage of the training, right? Because then it's specific to whoever they imprinted with.
Yes,
so to speak,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Because so you let them personally get to know the dog and see, are we feeling each other? And then you train extra. This person has a wheelchair, so they'll need the dog to do A, B, and C, that kind of stuff,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
What do your dogs do? That's like a little overall. Anything you've seen?
Oh, they do so many things. They can help open doors, pick up dropped items, turn on lights, clear the house, create space in public for people that might have PTSD or other types of anxieties in public.
I never knew about that's what they were, that's something that they do until I did the fashion show with you at IKEA that year. When there was a lady in a wheelchair and the dog was creating more space for her because she had like a claustrophobic anxiety already, and I was watching the dog do it, and it was just amazing. If you didn't know that was what the dog was trained to do, like people were getting a little close to her chair at one point, and the dog literally kind of just moved a little. It was amazing, but they're so in tune with their human.
They really are, and as the longer that they're together as partners, the more that those types of things can take place, and they can really pick up on, oh, my person's feeling uncomfortable.
Yes.
I'm going to do this. Even like leg tapping, they can come and nudge or interrupt that type of tapping, or putting your head in your hands or crying. They'll come over and nudge.
Because they feel the calmness, they pull the calmness to you, right?
Yeah.
Like they bring you the freedom.
They do.
All right, so when we come back, everybody, we're going to talk a little bit more about how they're training the dogs at Freedom Service Dogs. We'll be back. Ramos Law is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. He's a medical doctor and a lawyer. Ramos Law, what makes us different makes us better.
Anytime I draw something, I can ask Goose to pick it up. He'll pick it up and hand it to me. Makes so many things about recovery just a little bit easier.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Kathie J Show. Today we're learning about how our four-legged friends are helping people regain their freedom, just like Eric did, as you just saw in that video. Here to tell us more is the Director of Communications. This is Erin Conley for Freedom Service Dogs, everybody. Erin, thanks for being here. This is Tamale. She's getting a belly rub. She is only 6 months old, and she is so calm.
She's so good. She's just a baby, and she's doing exactly what she should be doing right now, which is just laying here and being calm. So
Yes.
she's doing great.
Now, I've noticed that a lot of your dogs she's a Labrador, right?
Yes.
Okay, is there a reason why?
You know, they're the most common dogs for service dogs. They make the most successful service dogs generally. So
They have a certain demeanor to them, right?
They do.
There's a reason why they always win best family dog or whatever, because they're always on the calm side.
Exactly. Loyal. They're food motivated, which really helps with training because the training we do is, you know, it's pretty complex and advanced. They're smart. They're sweet.
I love. No, they're
great
adorable,
dogs.
and you need us to foster them for you, which is awesome.
That's right.
Because companionship is the key, I think. Yes, they do all this talent, amazing things, but it's about that companionship.
Yes.
So they have to be trained for the companionship, and that's where we would come in, correct?
Right.
Okay, so explain that. Oh,
So
well, wait, before you do, what's this video? Who's these guys?
This is Noodle, and that's Matcha. Those are some of our service dogs that have been matched with veterans, and they're out there in the world working.
That's amazingly cool. Those are serious vests.
Yes, yes, they do. Sometimes they'll add extra patches and things, you know, for their branch of service.
Look at all these amazing dogs. Oh, he's bringing that guy the leash.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen amazing things. So yes, I'm sorry. Back to the training. Yeah, tell me about the training. I'm sorry.
Oh, so the training.
Or wait, what did I ask you?
The puppy raising.
Puppy raising. Yes. I was so taken by the video. I'm sorry, Erin. Squirrel. Squirrel. I'm as bad as the dog. I'm worse than that dog. All right. So yes, tell me.
So we need puppy raiser volunteers, and this is a very dedicated, long-term volunteer opportunity because these volunteers have the puppies in their homes for about 10 to 14 months, which is a long time. And then, if all goes as planned, they hand them over when they become service dogs and get matched with a person with a disability.
Right.
So
Now,
it's a tall order.
It is a really tall order, but who does the training for the dogs?
So we start the dogs off. Some of our dogs go to prison and work with inmates for a few months and get their basic training there.
That's awesome.
And then we also have volunteers who start the puppies with the basic training. So we use a variety of different methods in order to get them started and get the basics like sit, lay down, crate training, potty training, because we're starting them out when they're 8-9 weeks old.
Right.
It's just really laying the foundation for all of those basics.
Yeah, right.
And then also socializing them and making sure that they're getting real world experience out in public, going to movies, going to restaurants.
Because the owner most likely will be taking them in public nonstop because it's their extension of who they will be.
Yeah. So we're just trying to help them build that confidence so that when they're in public, even if there's a big scary truck going by or whatever loud noises, they can remain calm so that they can be there to work with their person and not be distracted.
What happens at the end of the 14 months? Because a lot of people are going to be like, oh, we bonded so much over this past year, I don't want to do this. You sign a contract, right?
You sign a contract.
Focus on the good. You did good for the dog that's going to do better for someone else, right?
Exactly. And, along the way, you get to see how these dogs change lives. And I think that for a lot of people, as hard as it is, it's kind of like sending a kid off to high school. They're going to the next stage of their training, their education.
Right.
And you have played such a major role in setting them up.
You did the foundation.
Yeah.
All right, Erin. So when we come back, everybody, we're going to find out more about what it takes to become a volunteer puppy raiser. We'll be back.
Kathie J.
Oakwood Homes is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Oakwood Homes, building happiness.
Oh gosh, I didn't do it. You're so cute, I didn't do it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to You're So Cute, I Didn't Do It. Nice to meet you. I am Kathie J. Thanks for joining us. This is the Kathie J Show, everybody. So today we've been hanging out with Erin Conley. She is the Director of Communications for Freedom Service Dogs. Thank you for being here. This is Tamale, everybody. Tamale is a puppy in training, and we've been learning about the fact that Freedom Service Dogs needs us to help foster these puppies in the puppy program. How many people are you just... you want us to just apply? What are some requirements we have to have off the top?
I mean, it's kind of a revolving door, so we're always looking for volunteers because we always have new puppies that need puppy raisers to live full time with.
I love that.
And basically, there's an application, a volunteer application on our website at freedomservicedogs.org. You can fill that out. If you want more information before you decide if you want to do this, you can call us at 303-922-6231. And basically, we're looking for people who are able to dedicate that 10 to 14 months and have the puppy in their home. If you have travel plans, we have volunteers who will puppy sit.
I was going to ask
don't have
about
to worry
that.
about that. All the food, all the medical care, supplies, you name it, it's all provided. And we also provide a lot of support and training so that you are set up for success, so you can help your puppy be successful.
I was going to say, then you can be a cool trainer that teaches the dog to do all that cool stuff.
Exactly.
And so, but your ability to succeed at Freedom Service Dogs is based on our ability to help you with these puppies, because they got to go somewhere for a few before you can train them and get them to their homes.
Absolutely.
So tell me, you were saying, I've seen the stories. I've met some of the men and women that have received Freedom Service Dogs, and I broke my leg earlier in the year, Erin, and it was so hard just to empty the dishwasher. Yeah. And the people that you're helping, it's much more detailed than that, what they're going through. Tell everybody again the amazing different things that dogs can do.
They can do so many things. They can open up doors by pushing buttons or tugging on a door, even drawers, like things in the kitchen, picking up dropped items, anything from a phone, keys, even a credit card.
Yeah.
They can also do counter exchanges. So if you're maybe you use a wheelchair and you want to hand your credit card, you can give it to the dog. The dog gets up, puts their paws on the counter, and does the counter exchange for you at the store. So that's really helpful.
It's awesome.
And then there's things like if you're feeling anxious or maybe you're tapping your leg, the dog will come over and nudge and interrupt some of the symptoms that might be associated with PTSD, create space in public so that you have more room and you can feel more comfortable being in public.
It's amazing. And there's so many people out there that you don't really realize how close they are to not making it until they get the dog. And then the dog is their extension, it's their freedom, it's their life coming back. They have a purpose to live again, is what you're finding. It's not just that they're helping them open doors, they're helping them live again inside, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, I met Jose, and he told me that his dog, because he was a soldier, and the dog, he had issues going into houses because he used to go in and clear houses himself. Yeah. So he now sends the dog in first. And that was amazing. And the dog even goes up into the closets and comes down and does everything, and then comes and then sits by him, and then he knows it's okay to walk into his own house.
Yeah.
Like things like that. Like, we don't know what people are going through, but they train the dogs to help them make it through. And I loved what you said. Yes, you have to give up the puppy after 14 months. But you get a lot of puppy kisses in between.
That's right, and you can just keep raising more puppies. So we have some volunteers that they bring their puppy in for their advanced training, kind of like dropping them off at college. Yeah. They get them set up in the kennel and get them all accustomed, say their goodbyes and cry. And then in a few days, they'll take home another puppy and start the process all over because they love doing it so much, and they just want to keep that cycle going.
What is the time commitment? Am I going to classes twice a week? What do I have to do?
The classes in person are about once a month. We also do some training that's via Zoom. And then there's also some outings where you maybe meet up at a store or at a restaurant or a park with other puppy raisers. So you also build a community and you can make friends. We have puppy raisers who have become lifelong friends.
I love that.
By doing this together.
And you know, you also keep saying, if I were to foster Tamale, for instance, Tamale would come to work with me.
Yes.
So are you telling people out there that they would get to bring the dog to work with them?
Yes. I mean, of course, it depends on each person's employer.
But who's going to hate on the service dog coming to work that's in training, right?
Exactly.
Especially when they're so well-mannered. Yep. But this is actually training for Tamale, to learn what it means to not be in the way, to just be chill and on the side of a human, right?
Yep, exactly. That she's getting real world experience. We say, every moment is a training moment for these dogs. Yeah. And that's what it's all about for the puppy raisers, to give these dogs as many training moments as possible, like this one.
I got that.
And set them up for success.
And because they have to be so in touch with humans, they are more cuddly, you were saying.
They're really cuddly. They're very cuddly, so sweet. And
You know,
it's just
baby.
really a wonderful experience for people, even if they have children or middle school or high school students, that can play a role in raising the puppy, and really gives them such a cool experience and a way to make an impact.
Oh, no, it really does. So one more time, everybody, you don't pay for the food. You don't have to pay for the care. You don't have to pay for the classes. They pay for everything. And all you have to do is about once a month, you do a class, but you'll become the best dog trainer yourself. So it's a win-win-win. So when we come back, everybody, I'm going to tell you how you can sign up and tell you about some other cool things that Freedom Service Dogs is up to. We'll be back. The Colorado Lottery is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Colorado Lottery, play on. Welcome back to the show, everybody. This is Erin Tamale, the Director of Communications, God bless you, from Freedom Service Dogs. And this is Tamale, Puppy in Training, everybody. So this half hour, we've been learning about Freedom Service Dogs and how they train their dogs to do all the amazing things that they do for their owners. And you could also be a volunteer to help raise a puppy. So what do people, how do they know? They got to go to freedomservicedogs.org and start there.
Start on our website to learn about just kind of the basics, and if it feels like it might be something that's right for you, then you fill out an application, and then we get the process going and have you come in for some orientations, and then when the day comes, you take a puppy home and you have them in your home for 10 to 14 months.
Yay, how cute. That's awesome. And then you love them, you cuddle and you hug on the puppy. And the training, once a month commitment, everybody, and then the puppy moves on. And why is the biggest reason that people are wanting to do this? Because it's a heartbreaker when you got to give something you've raised back.
It really is. I mean, there's a few reasons. Number one, you play a role in changing somebody's life. Somebody with a disability who will rely on this dog and have this beautiful partnership that really helps give them independence and help with everyday tasks. Truly life-changing.
It is.
So that's a biggie. You get to also get so much excellent training and learn how to train dogs, learn about dog behavior.
The free skills that you get, who doesn't want that?
And
especially if you're an animal lover.
Exactly. And you know, with all these like-minded people who love dogs, a lot of our puppy raisers create lifelong friendships and connections. So it's also a way to just get together with a bunch of people who love dogs and go do fun things with them, all while changing lives.
Well, you know, in Colorado, you got a good demographic. We have a lot of people out here who love dogs. We all love dogs out here. And all ages are welcome. I mean, like is 18 and up, they have a home. I mean, how do you do that? They just have to be homeowners.
Homeowner. I mean, even if you rent,
that's
good.
Fine. Okay, that's good.
It's really just a matter of, do you have the time to commit to the puppy? Because especially if you're taking home a little 8-week or 9-week-old puppy, they're not housebroken, they're not crate trained. So, you know, it's really a big job to be watching them, and they also have different standards than maybe a pet dog would. You know, things like not getting on furniture.
Oh, gotcha.
Just more manners and things that you may not always teach your pet dog.
Right.
But they're also great to teach your pet dog. So we have a lot of people already have dogs of their own. And so they're learning as they're going along, and then their dogs also gain better manners.
Absolutely. You're making better dogs at your house. I mean, you bring one good dog into the pack and they all can learn from it for sure.
Totally.
Okay, so the other thing, yes, you can volunteer to be a puppy raiser, but if you can't do that, everybody, you have other ways that people can volunteer. What are they?
We do. So you can foster dogs on the weekend or be a puppy sitter.
Wait, just the weekend?
Yeah, just the weekend. So taking an adult dog home that's in training and just give them a break from being at the training facility, and most importantly, giving them some real world experience in a home environment.
I love that. Okay. And you also, you said we can come to the facility and play with the puppies if that's awesome too.
We have a lot of different opportunities where you come in. Yes, there is some cleaning involved, you know, some housekeeping chores and things like that to help us out.
I like it.
But then of course you get to cuddle with the puppies and provide enrichment for them. We also have volunteers that help out in our nursery. So we're talking about tiny baby puppies and mama dogs. So there's a lot of really great ways to get involved if the commitment for being a puppy raiser is too much. Or we have people who do all of the above because they love it so much.
Because they can. That's awesome. And I love all of you for doing it. You know, a little bit of your time and love can go a long way in making someone someone else's life so much better.
That's right.
You just had a really successful event. Congratulations on your
Thank
Diamonds in the
you.
Rough. You have another event, which I've been out to, the clay shooting.
Yes.
And it's really cool. All those are the Faces of Freedom
Yes.
is what it's called. And that's going to be June 24th.
Correct.
Okay,
Yep. It's
so
out at Colorado Clays, and we're looking forward to a really great day out there to raise funds that will go directly to our programs that support providing service dogs for veterans.
Yes, I was going to say that one has all the soldiers at it, and I
Yes.
loved interviewing them that year. I got to get out there. So everybody, Freedom Service Dogs is where you need to go, freedomservicedogs.org. You can also call them, like Erin said, 303-922-6231. Tamale and the rest of the litter that Tamale was in and other litters are hoping that you can just lend your home and help raise them for 14 months and give them back. Erin, thank you so much, and thank you to Freedom Service Dogs.
Thank you so much for having us. We appreciate it.
And I'm sorry my rug got Tamale dirty. Tamale's the black pants on the wrong set. Have a good weekend, everybody.